Hello and welcome back to Legends of the Dead. We're going to start off with something from the comments. Now you may be saying, did you not say that the next 3 episodes would be recorded in bulk a couple of episodes ago? I did. However, I already know what the comments are going to say because I'm effectively acting in the role of commenter myself here. In that, I have figured out why Dan is eligible to be voted for. Dan is eligible to be voted for because I have filtered the list. Because I am stupid. That is what has happened here. Now, if I go to vote score, Dan should be... Dan still isn't on the list. What? Why is Dan not on the list? Oh, because he's also a ruler. There you go. Now, Dan is on the list. I told you I was stupid. Right. He is actually a genius. So genius wouldn't have been the filter. It was purely the ruler filter. So there we go. So now Dan is on our list, and now we can see people voting for him. The problem was that I had deliberately filtered the list so that we could find who we wanted to vote for. Now, that was a little bit stupid, but now we can actually see who's voting for Dan. And it's a very long list of people voting for Dan. We actually don't get very much from this because we're not able to... we're not able to fabricate hooks on people and then get them to vote for our candidate, but it does at least let us see how far ahead Dan is. Now, Dan, is there anything we can do? Maybe we could do a couple of imprisoning vassal things here. We could potentially try and imprison some people, and then if we could imprison certain vassals, we could then get them to vote for our side. That works for me. Let's see if we've got anyone we can imprison. An 8%, 10%, 0%, 64%. I can 100% imprison you. Now, is this de jure part of... you hold land, which is de jure part of Garthariki? No. So it doesn't really matter if I get a hook on you because you don't hold land, which is in where I want to, in where I want to get people to vote. You do. Okay. You do. So what could change this? His opinion of me increases my chance of doing this by 50, but I can't increase his opinion. It's already at 100. I could try and get him in here. Okay, well, your potential, White Rust, so Borit of White Rust. Let me just check something here in our election. Is Borit of White Rust voting for our candidate? Because if he is, then there's no point in doing this. Borit of White Rust is not voting for our candidate. Okay, so it means he's voting for one of the other two. It doesn't necessarily mean he's voting in here. I actually don't see Borit on the list initially. Is Borit on this list? No. So Borit must be on this list somewhere. Actually, he might be on Hakon's list. Because we do have yet another person. No, he's not on Hakon's list either. Zigny. He's on Zigny's list. So we could take 100 off of Zigny's list, potentially. That would be fine. Okay. So Borit is 100 off of Zigny. We have Uch here. What's our chances of imprisoning this guy? 60%. Gooch is... where? Oh, it's all the way over there. Don't care. Then we have Bully. Bully doesn't hold any land. He doesn't get to vote. Next up, we have Skjaldvor. Skjaldvor is in Finnmark. Finnmark is somewhere that votes. 42%. That's a bit low for me here. But you do vote. Queen Amela, Transaxionia does not vote, I think. Nope, because it's a separate empire. That's fine. So we don't care about you. Manj of Turgay. That is also not... yeah, it's also not somewhere that is going to get any votes. So although we got 100% chance of imprisoning, it doesn't do anything. Open Osh, I think, is within the land. Yeah, the problem with Open Osh is that we've only got 14%. Okay, so that's Open Osh. And we have you of Angara. Angara's 10%. I also do not think... Yeah, that is not part of our realm. You can already see it in the background. Barbara Steppe is also not part of our realm. Yusuf. I don't believe that this is part of our realm either, because this is brand new land. Yep, so that's not part of our realm either. And then we have Melina of Kexholm. This is 76. Yeah, okay. We can potentially imprison you, although you are a couple down. We are eligible to imprison you. You're the best one so far. Gurther of Livonia is also a potential one. Then Grimir is... yeah, he's not... Yeah, he doesn't have any land. Okay, so I think Borut and Gurther are okay options. Yeah. Kexholm is also okay. Let's try to get Kexholm. It's 76% chance. Let's see if it works. We're about to find out. Speed 5. We have imprisoned her. Nice. Next thing that we want to do, let her out for a weak hook. Wonderful. We have now gained a weak hook. So now we should be able to force her to vote for our side. Assuming we hadn't already forced her. Oh, I saw it in the middle there. Perfect. So that's another 116 votes. Ooh. That's a good number of votes. That puts us up to, yeah, 850. Also, those were votes being taken from Grimir, I guess. We're not actually taking any votes from Dan, which is the problem. If we could take votes from Dan, effectively the amount of votes we're getting is doubled, because it's being reduced from his score and added to Sorkvir's score, but that's okay. Let's maybe get Borut here. There's also the chance, by the way, that these people are forcing other people to vote the way that they're voting. So converting one over to our side might actually bring multiple over to our side. So Borut, I'm going to imprison you. No, it didn't work. However, it's just us versus him. That's a perfectly reasonable war. Also, because it's on our capital, we can literally just do this. Raise men at arms. They instantly raise because it's our capital. Now we can just wander in here and beat them up. Let's head down here first. They're immediately pivoting. Okay. Head to their capital. Let's go. Full speed ahead. We're also still trying to convert this guy, Sorkvir, into being a witch, because that will help his cause quite a lot if he's a witch. Okay. You became my chancellor. I knew that would happen. There's nothing we can do about it. We gave him a weak hook. Oh, you're out of the war. Perfect. There is something we can do about it. Let me usurp your title. Then I'm going to give the title to you. Yes. Also, take the allow marriage box. I'm going to give you the Kingdom of Egypt. I keep Cairo, which is going to make you mad. It doesn't make you mad. Okay, cool. I like that. But you get everything else. Okay. That also makes him ineligible to be our Chancellor, and we can then put Khorasan in as our Chancellor. Wonderful. Are you guys doing stuff that's useful? Yes, you are. Wonderful. Okay. Back in here. Back up this way. Let's win ourselves a little war. We've discovered fascination cranes. Okay, I'd love to beat up your army if I can. New fascination can be selected. What did cranes get us? Cranes gets us the economic building and lowers our building construction time. Oh, lovely. Let's grab ourselves bombards. It did tell us our men at arms were not, or it told us that our siege units were not good enough before, so that's fine. Right, so I also have 21 things here because I usurped a royal court, I just realized. Okay, let's see what we got. Sort by acquisition date. Destroy. 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 I'm just doing my part for making the game run quicker. I'm destroying every artifact that doesn't matter. This is going to make the game run so much better. It probably won't, but it would. I bet if you measured it, it does make the game run slightly better. Because, you know, the AI in theory is working out whether they have a claim on this stuff. The AI is working out whether it wants to press a claim. There's got to be some calculations in the background with this stuff, so at least destroying it makes our life a little easier. Also, it gives me a pile of money, which is quite nice. Right. Heading over this way. I just realized if I siege this guy's land, I can potentially capture his vassal. And if I capture his vassal, I can get his vassal to vote for me as well. Oh. It's fantastic. Even though they're not involved, I can still get a weak hook, maybe. Okay, it's doing its end of year autosave. Bad luck, Razika. It's not escaped my notice that this person is a very superstitious woman. She fears unlucky days, unlucky colors, unlucky animals, and even unlucky trees. Spotting the shadow of the wrong bird at the wrong time could send her into a panicky spiral for days. While a strict observation of her ritual seems to bring her a sense of immeasurable safety, a minimum deviation from it could have unpredictably large effects on her peace of mind, effects I could take advantage of. I could kill her, mess with her head, or I'm not stooping so low. I'm just going to mess with her head. Sure, I'm not going to try and kill her. Right, I don't need to be a dynastic kinslayer. I think we're fine. Right, could potentially siege the last one as well. By potentially, I mean I'm going to siege the last one as well. We captured anybody worth having? Nope. Okay. Go to the last one, siege it. See if we get anybody here. Don't think we did. Alright. Enforce demands. Orut, don't look so sad. I only want one thing from you, and it's a weak hook. Thank you. Wait for that to go through. Nice. Now that I have his weak hook, I can force his vote. Go through here. Oh, did I see it? I did. Wonderful. That's 104 towards my candidate, who might just have taken the lead. No, he's so far up there, but Dan actually got more votes since last time. The other candidates are falling off, but Dan is still holding on. You have a weird title. Did your spouse get land? No. You just have an odd title. Okay, it's probably related to your culture, I would imagine. That's fine. We don't need to worry about that. Artifacts of low durability. Let's repair. And destroy. That's fine. Right. Okay. So he's voting with us now. Disband our army. See if we've got anybody else we can pull a vote from. So who else was there? There was... I know we literally just went through this, but I'm just double checking the land. Oberyn Osh, 14%. Oberyn Osh could be worth it though. Yeah, let's do Oberyn Osh. Let's do a little imprison on him. It's not gonna work, but that's fine. You converted the faith. Wonderful news. Why don't you convert the faith here? They've obviously failed to do that, so you can do it for them. War declared. That is fine. Let's raise some troops and go to war. Going to raise our troops over here. They should raise really quickly because they're quite near the capital. There we go. Raised almost quicker than theirs did. I'm going to be gregarious, diligent, or temperate. I mean, I'd love you to be diligent, but I can't take the stress loss, so you can just be gregarious. That's fine. Or I can't take the stress gain. Yeah, that's one of the problems of us being in charge of these educations, is that our stress levels are too high to actually educate these children. Okay. Nice. Enforce demands. That's okay. Let's also sort out the other prisoners while we're here. You, I'm literally just after the weak hook. You won't give me a weak hook. Why not? I don't want to give you a weak hook. Who's your child? You're not in my prison. Okay. You really won't give me a weak hook? Okay, that's annoying. I mean, there's not a lot I can do. I guess I'll just ransom you back for your money. You? I don't know. Give me a weak hook. Bully. Give me a weak hook. Vision. Give me a weak hook. You. Weak hook. Another weak hook. Keep just working our way down the list, grabbing as many weak hooks as we can. I can't get a weak hook from you for some reason. You're ineligible for us to get a weak, because I already have a weak hook on you. See, I would have to use my weak hook to gain a new weak hook. You demand conversion. Okay. Okay, stay in prison then. That's fine. Both of you, I assume, are the same way. No, you would accept conversion now. Nice. Okay. That's fine. Just, yeah. Oh, my husband is dead again. My stress is raised. It's not ideal. Let's marry ourselves off again. Looking for somebody who has really high... I don't need to be a genius. I just need you to have really high stewardship. It just so happens that there is a genius who would be a perfect choice here. Wonderful. That fixes that issue. Right. Quickly have a look at our election. How's it looking? He's getting there. This guy's still gaining votes, however. Right, people who I can imprison. Back to the imprisonment list. Kurgan. Kurgan is not within the range. Gooch isn't within the range. You don't hold land. Finmork. Finmork is within range. Yeah, I'm gonna imprison you. 42%. See if that works. Let me rally point ourselves here. Get our men at arms going. There's a chance they just get imprisoned. Oh, they did. Wonderful. Disband. Task finished. Promote culture in Ustjort. Okay. Just keep going through these. How about this one? Yeah, that could do with being converted. Actually, is there anything over here that could do with being converted? Your capital could be converted. Where is your capital? Your capital is all the way over here. Yeah, let me do a little convert of your capital to our culture. Nice. That seems good to me. I've now captured this Jarl. I will take a weak hook. You would not accept a weak hook. I ransom you for a hook. I just realized I could have done that to the previous person. They won't accept a weak hook, but they will accept a ransom for a weak hook. I don't see the difference, but that's okay. You're gonna give me 15 gold for this person? Thank you very much. It gets them out of my prison. Right. Back to the election. Let's see if we can find this person here. Oh, they were very close on, or very high up on the list. Okay. It's another 47. That was votes away from him. His votes went down. We're at 14444. We're still getting there. Okay. Any new people on the list? Or any people I missed? Livonia. Livonia, I will imprison you. Okay. Let's now raise some troops over here. See what we can do about Livonia. Right, over here. We have got them. Alright, disband. Would you give me a hook? You would. Wonderful. I've lost my court tutor. Well, I did say she wasn't good enough anyway. Let's get ourselves a new court tutor. It's going to be this guy. He's excellent. Okay. Thank you for the weak hook. We are now going to force you to vote for our candidate. If we can find you on the list and you're not already voting for us. There we go. There's Livonia. No, you were a Dan voter. Wonderful. All right. We are now within 100 votes of dethroning Dan. That's what we're after. Okay. Have I got anyone else on my list? No. Nope. 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 No. Okay. So I have nobody else I can get their vote with now. Is there anybody who is close? That's the next question. Is there anybody who's close? This needs like a little push over the edge. Or is everybody like pretty much our guy or Dan? If you're close to voting Dan, that doesn't really help us. 33? Yeah, you're not really close enough. 19. I'm looking for people who don't like us, I guess. -6. Can I befriend you? No, I could learn the Finnic language. I don't know if that will help us. But also abandon my scheme to convert this guy. Let's see what happens when we convert him to be a witch. He just joins our communion. He shouldn't hide it, right? Because... yeah, he shouldn't hide it, because it's not a... it's a positive trait, so why is he hiding it? Oh, because he's not in our court. He left our court again. Why did you leave my court again? Because you... wait, no, you're in my court, so what... so you left my court again for what reason? You just wanted to, I guess? Okay. Is his leash's child... he just got invited back. That's what happened here. He got invited back. Okay. I could seduce him, or I could romance him, and then he might accept an invite to court. Okay, let's not worry about that right now. So if I expose the secret, that would be good for... yeah. That'd be good for his voting, I think. I'm going to expose that he's a witch, which is virtuous. It is shunned, so he might be imprisoned there, but it's virtuous in our bit, so that might make him more attractive to voters. Let's see. New martial perk. I'm going to take that one. I'm also then going to switch ourselves over to intrigue temporarily. Let's maybe go skullduggery. The reason I want to go intrigue is I want to be able to fabricate claims. Not claims. I want to be able to fabricate hooks. That's the word I was looking for. Right. I'm really looking for anyone new on this imprisonment list as well. Okay. I'm just waiting until the end of the month. Let's see how the votes came in here. So, the votes are in, and where is he? He's close. He's within 30 votes of Dan. Okay, you're one of the big people here who's voting against us. Is there anybody voting on this list who is not Bukanusko? How would I ever know? The list is so long and it goes off the screen. Yeah, I don't know. I think that helped us. Let's see if we've got anybody... yeah, let's see if we've got any vassals who... alright, let me clear the list. We're looking for any vassals who are not my religion. Let's see if we can convert... well, the problem is, if I convert people who are not my religion, it's not necessarily even going to help us, because they might vote for Dan. Okay. Aha! It worked. It didn't work. He was very, very temporarily our heir. Okay. But then Dan got like another 100 votes out of somewhere. Okay. While we're here, by the way, I'm just going to upgrade a few buildings. Get ourselves the watermill upgrades, which will make building construction cost even cheaper. Okay, just go down this list. That's all fine. Is there anything in Cairo I could build to make things quicker? No, but I could build another one of these. I could build another castle in Cairo, potentially. Let's get ourselves another castle building just while I'm here. Do you have a forestry thing here that I can build? No, I could do watermills, but obviously you have to build that in the yeah, you have to build that in the main holding. Also, wait a second, I'm leasing this to you? No. Yeah, 100% no. His opinion of me goes up. Yeah, that seems better. Now we have a new vassal who can hold that land. That seems much better. Could potentially construct this. Oh, it needs to be in the capital county. Okay, that's fine. That seems alright. Okay. Right. Unpause. You make for an accomplished commander. Okay. Sure, I'll recruit you. My heir changed. I didn't do anything, but our heir changed. Like, the game wasn't even unpaused. Okay, what's the votes? What are the votes like? He's ahead by, wow, about 100 and a bit. Someone switched. Yeah, somebody switched over to our side here. That is great to see. How is he doing in the other votes? He's #1 in the Kingdom of Garthariki. He's #1 in Estonia. He is #1 in Lithuania. He's always going to be #1 in these two because we're the largest voter, but let's just confirm. Yeah, we're by far the largest voter in these. Like, this is all us. Then Bjarmaland, he is #1. Okay. So that should mean that we're only losing Cairo on succession. Yeah. So actually, we're always going to lose Cairo, I just realized. If we're always going to lose Cairo, I'm just going to grant that to Egypt. I realized I would love to keep Cairo as a title. It's not going to work out unless we make it... It's not going to work unless we get the duchy. And if we get the duchy, we're holding 3 duchies and then people will be mad at us. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into here and I'm going to re-grab us Luga. Yeah, there we go. Might as well just re-grab this one instead. Okay. Now, you might also be saying, just because I saw it there, and you might be like, ooh, yeah, that's something you can do. No, you can't, because the game is too smart. Where am I? Let's go back in here. You might be saying, this says that you can only build these in your capital holding. But you could change your capital holding. So couldn't you change your capital holding, build watermills, and then switch back? You could, but I believe that doesn't work because when it's not your capital holding, the building's disabled as well. So, yeah, it's something I think I've tried before, but the game actively is just like, no. It just says you can't do that. Which, to be fair, it's kind of like what it tells you up front. It's like, you shouldn't be able to do that, so trying to find a workaround is not necessarily something you want to do. Right, now we sorted our election issue, which has been what we've been doing for most of this episode. Let's clear these out, and let's try and sort our knight issue. You know what I've realized? We have a problem here. We have a problem that a lot of our knights are in these positions. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to destroy these extra titles. It might seem a little bit drastic, but I realized that if we have our knights in those titles, yeah, they're no longer eligible to be in these titles as successors because they are already in another. They're already the like holder of another title. Okay, so we need to give this guy who's got 12 prowess. At least right now, we need to give him the force position, and then who is it? Is it Botrus? It is, yeah. We need to give him Force Knight and then make him the heir. So we have a successor. Cool. Right, that'll do for now. We can fix it properly later, but that seems okay. If fix it properly, I mean we have to invite somebody into our court, basically. We're now 78. Health is fine. We could potentially, now that we have our heir, take off some of these like don't die artifacts that we have on, but we'll chill. We'll chill. We're not needing to do anything crazy right now. We can just Spotted Fever is also not next to us. That's fine. We can just let the game run a little bit. There's a shadow over the Isle of Wight. Okay, sure. Let's summon a physician. That's fine. What's our physician gonna say? Radical action. We'll do desperate measures. It worked. Fantastic. Right. Have we got any of these positions that need changed? Antiquarian needs to be changed. Okay, let's switch our antiquarian up. The best I've got is poor. Let's just fire our antiquarian. That's my new way of solving that issue. Ladies in waiting. I suppose we could do with some extra stress loss. That is actually probably beneficial to us right now. Food taster doesn't matter too much. Master of the horse is quite nice. Let's have that be our son. Next, master of the hunt doesn't really matter to us. Royal architect is quite nice. That can be my husband. Next one. I don't need this one. Don't need this one. Court jester could be okay. It does give you stress relieving events. Make that Rutha. It'll make her very unhappy at me, but that'll be fine. Don't need bodyguards. Don't need a personal champion. Executioner we could grab. That's going to be bully. And then we could also probably do it with a court chronicler. Like our lady in waiting here. Who could then find us a new thing. There we go. Right. I think that's pretty good. We have adulterers in our court, which doesn't really bother me at all. I think that we're in rather good spot now. We've sorted all of our issues. Our heir situation seems sorted. It actually seems like it fixed it. Yeah, I think making him a witch did actually fix our issues because it made him more virtuous to voters. Let me see if we got one that's close. I'm just seeing if we have witch in here or maybe virtuous traits. He is a diplomat, belongs to my dynasty, prestigious dynasty. It actually doesn't say that he's got virtuous traits. It might just be the fact that we're now dreaded. Maybe that's the thing that switched it, is that we're now dreaded. Ah, we have Ashari populists. Okay, cool. Well, you know what? I like to leave myself if I record a couple episodes in a row with a problem to solve when I get back. It really focuses the mind and gets us back into it. So, this seems like the perfect spot to end the episode, especially as my ability to speak is failing me. Because now we know what to do. We have to go deal with these revolts when we come back, and that seems good. So, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.